Hello guys and welcome back to Chaos TV, and it is game number 3. It's crunch time. It is Moscow5 up against TSM lower bracket semi-finals. Whoever loses this game is out of the tournament. They will not be advancing through to that lower bracket finals between either SK or Absolute Legends, and I cannot wait for this game to go ahead. Second game we saw, Moscow5, you must say, very, very convincingly winning that game towards the later stages, and very, very nice stuff. Are we going to see any level 1 fights? It looks like TSM are just going to go for a little harass down at Wraiths, as Cassiopeia will put her Q down. The ward has been placed next to the Wraiths by the likes of X Special. But I don't think we're going to really see any level 1 fights, Vince. If anything does happen, I will interrupt. But yeah, I think it's just going to be standard once again.
Yeah, as you say, the winner of this game will be going through to face off against SK Absolute Legends, and the last two teams remaining are against All Authority and CLG EU, NZ. So some awesome teams still up in the Corsair Vengeance Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. As it looks like Diamond Proxy is going to start on his Wolves. Jax is going to start around his Wolves, actually. He's going to get them. Mindo's going to get Wraith, so some nice extra CS coming along. I think they're just going to give either Jax or Cassio that blue buff when it does come up. Just have to see who it does go to, as blue is going to get got as well from Diamond, so the buffs have been started. And they are going to get finished. Who's going to get this blue? I'd probably say maybe Cassio. Yeah, Cassio is going to get it. That is going to give her a very, very good start in the lane, especially against Ryze. Can spam them poisons until her heart contents, and can completely push Ryze back and constantly harass. Because them early levels, Ryze isn't that strong, hasn't really got any items, and isn't the greatest of champions.
Yeah, Cassiopeia is definitely going to look to push the envelope in that mid with the blue buff, of course, and could prove to be incredibly important for Reggie. A good start in this game, NZ. Cassiopeia is the kind of character, if she gets good items quickly, can quickly turn herself into an absolute beast. Especially once she hits level 6, once that Petrifying Gaze is in amongst the action. Definitely look towards Dragon as the game goes on, and watching Reggie really start to flourish in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Odd One did go forwards. That red did get the steal. Now Alex Edge could be biting the dust, although Reginald has to be very careful. Exhaust has been popped out. Diamond is gonna go down. First blood for Odd One, and Alex is very, very low. Has to be very, very careful. And first blood goes towards Odd One. He got the red steal in after Reginald did come and help and put some pressure down. Nocturne did have a choice of either going back or sticking around to try and contest with that red steal, and he decided to stay around, and he paid the price for it. But I think it was just mainly that Alex Edge just come through the bushes and he was just trying to help. And yet that is first blood going to be exchanged. Odd One doing a great job already with that counter jungle. So Diamond Prox is going to be a bit low on the ganking stages. Unless a supreme opportunity does come out. And now Odd One is ready at the top lane in that tri-bush for a possible gank. Darius trying to bait Darian out, but I think he is just going to go back towards his jungle, as Reginald is trying to harass Alex as much as possible. It's currently 16 to 10. It is relatively early on. How's bottom lane fending off? Fiddle and Cog are just going to be pushing this lane. So pretty standard stuff apart from that first blood, as Nocturne is going to come in towards the mid. Snare was not popped off from Ryze, so nothing was going to come of it, as it looks like Darius is going to go back early on. What's he going to get? He has got that cloth armor. It looks like he's actually going to teleport, and he's just going to teleport back towards the top lane.
Yeah, doesn't want to miss out on any XP or gold. Completely understandable. That doesn't want to let Shen get ahead of him, so he'll be using that teleport. And to be honest, I don't think he's expecting there to be any big team fights around Dragon NZ for the next 3 or 4 minutes at least. So of course, teleport should be well off the cooldown by then. But yeah, as the last game kind of dictated as well, NZ, we had a very slow, kind of steady start, other than of course that first blood there in the jungles onto Diamond. Apart from that, I think it's just going to be very slow and just kind of a farming phase again. But you have to look at these two team comps, NZ. They're both very much angled towards team fights. You've got the likes of the Fiddlesticks, you've got the likes of Cassiopeia as well. So it's definitely, in my opinion, going to start to edge towards the team fights here.
Yeah, like we saw later. Actually, I'm just quickly going to switch over. No, nothing's really going to happen. It's just Odd One counter jungling once again. I don't think he's. I think he's been in the enemy's jungle about 80% of this game, maybe even more. But it looks like he's going to come up top. Shen has pushed so far. Now Darien has to be careful. Darius is going to try bait him out. And here comes Odd One, and he's ready to pounce on Darien. Darien has to flash away. Can Odd One land that cleaver? Yes, he can, but he is just going to back off. Darien has burnt that flash now, so he has to be very careful in lane. Doesn't want to overextend. And Graves is laying down the law against Genja, as Genja is relatively low, should be okay. He has actually gone towards getting that exhaust instead of a summoner hill, and the same with Fiddlesticks as well. So I know Summoner Hill on Cogmore, the knock-up from the Howling Gale from Janna. But here comes Diamond procs in that Tribush. Fear was procced off. Snare lands from Rise. And Alex manages to get the kill. Really nice gank coming down. And now Reginald is waiting in this bush. He has his ultimate up. And he's probably going to use it. There we go. The combination comes in. Alex Itch could fall. He's going to try and escape. But this is definitely going to be a kill as Reginald will drop Alex in the mid. Well, it wasn't even in the mid, it was in the river. And now Reginald is going to come round the corner as bot lane. We did see Fiddle landed the kill, but Graves is going to get one back. And I did actually miss that as I was watching closely on what Reginald was doing. He was coming near towards Diamond in that jungle. So really nice stuff for both teams. It's 3-2 once again. A few kills going off, and it's relatively even still. A carbon copy of last game. But like you said, until that late game comes into progress, I don't think we're going to see as much as we've seen in some other games. I think now it's going to quiet down a little bit. Then we're going to see a huge team fight of some kind.
Yeah, but a slight role reversal here, Enzy. Last time Moscow5 had the 3-2 lead on kills, they were ahead on gold as well, and they managed to just keep pushing that and pushing it until, of course, they eventually won it. This time, other way around. TSM do have the slight gold advantage, so it's going to be down to Moscow5. How is the likes of Diamond going to do counter jungle? He is absolutely synonymous with their counter jungle. Haven't really seen him being doing a great deal of that so far. If anything, it's been the complete opposite, with Odd One counter jungling very heavily with the Mundo. So I think Diamond's going to have to get a bit more active here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Odd One has been in the enemy jungle so much, constantly throughout this game, towards them Wraiths, getting that red steel in as well, and towards Golems. But he is in his jungle for once. He is going to get that blue, probably for Reginald in that mid. He's going to push that lane forward, as he has got a full mana bar, so he is going to be able to lay them poisons down, and he is going to make his way towards blue, I can only guess. Yes, he is. And, you know, the main question we were kind of going into this game about was, you know, that Fiddlesticks. How is he going to fend off against that bot lane? And to be honest, not too good. Kind of okay, but he has got to kill himself, but his AD carry of Cogmore hasn't. And Cogmore, to go into late game and completely dominate, really needs that farm. And kills, of course.
Yeah, so, I mean, what are your thoughts right now on the Fiddlesticks, Enzy? How do you think it's been faring off for Moscow5?
It's hard to tell. I haven't actually been really watching, you know, that bot lane. Only a couple kills were really exchanged. I think we're really going to see the use of it in team fights. That's where I think it's really going to come into play, and we can really see how useful it's going to be, because I think he's going to be a very big part of maybe winning a team fight, actually. Although he is the support role, you know, he's definitely going to be an important factor. In saying that, mid turret is already going down for TSM. In 9 minutes, actually, so that is relatively quickly for a tower to go down, and now they're moving on towards tower 2.
You have to carry on here, I'm lagging out heavily. Sorry about this.
Okay, no problem whatsoever. TSM, though, they are pushing tower number 2, about half HP down. Has to be careful, though. Rise is going to try and clear these minions as best as possible with his ultimate, but they are just going to back away, although Reginald is going to stay aggressive. He has got that blue buff at his disposal. Chaos, the fear getting popped off from Fiddle on towards Chaos. Chaos has to be a little bit careful. Should be okay, though. He's going to back off. And there we go, Dragon has spawned as well, so that is on the cards for either team if they do choose to go for it. At top lane we see Darius and Shen, which is obviously Darien in kind of a standstill position in that lane. And let's have a quick look at that CS. We see Jax on 64, Shen on 85. So Darien doing a very, very good job at that top lane. Cogmore on 66. Graves on 69. Rather even. Mid lane, we do see Casio on 74 and Rise on 36. And that is the impact of a blue so early on, and they've got that tower down as well. And Reginald is continuing to apply pressure in that mid. And now Diamond is wiping that ward near the dragon. Moscow5 really want this dragon right now. It will definitely even it up with the gold and such. Both top players are at top, and it looks like Moscow5 are going to be able to get this dragon, as Odd One is going to recall. So Moscow5 with a dragon at about the 11-minute mark. So they have got that second dragon on the board, and that is going to increase their gold a little bit. They are still about 600 gold behind though, so they're not kind of even, but it is very close to say the least. And Chaos has to be very careful. Ooze does go down by a brilliant Howling Gale from X Special to stop the onslaught from Cogmore. And Vince, are you cool now, or are you still lagging?
I'm lagging a bit, but not quite as bad, so I can talk a bit more now. But yeah, I mean, just going back to the Fiddlesticks thing, I mean, the clues in the title, he's a support. His job is to make sure that his AD carry gets as farmed, as creep scored as physically possible. In that sense, he's doing a fine job. You know, there is a slight difference of 9 creep score as I'm talking right now in favour of Graves, but that's nothing too serious after 11 minutes 30 or so. So in that sense, I mean, Fiddlesticks is doing fine. It's working quite well. But as we said before, I think his worth is really going to come to fruition as this game goes on into the team phase. Because if he can land the Crow right in the middle of the opposition, he's going to be able to silence pretty much everybody. That on its own is going to be a huge benefit to the rest of his team.
Yeah, but saying that, the second turret has already gone down in mid at this 12-minute mark. Rise is on 53 CS, and Casio is on 90, and I really just have to acknowledge how good Reginald's playing right now. He's completely zoning Rise out, mainly due to getting that blue buff early on. Bot lane, I think a bit of action is going down. Red Fiddlesticks is going to go in with the ultimate, but a beautiful Howling Gale is going to come out. Chaos is going to survive by an inch, but X Special will fall courtesy of Rise coming in with that snare. But Chaos, so lucky, about 30 HP. But top lane, it looks like Odd One and Dyrus are going to go towards this tower. They definitely want this turret to go down. Well, the minions are getting wiped, and I did actually just realise I said second dragon when it was actually the first dragon. It's my mind completely going insane. I do apologise for that one, but it looks like bottom lane, Winner and Genja are going to be able to push, as X Special has just respawned though, so maybe they're just going to let the minions push and not take this turret down. A lot of teams, you know, they don't want to take the turret down, they want to keep it up. Top lane, Jax is going to apply some pressure towards Shen. Nocturne going to be getting these golems, maybe going to go towards a gank now. He has got his ultimate up, and Darius is pushing rather heavily right now, so Darius has to be very careful. He's still in the same position he was. And is Shen going to make a move? Well, Casio is going to come towards the mid, so I don't think Nocturne is going to go and pop that armor anytime soon, as obviously they don't want to mess with that Casio right now. Looking pretty deadly, 104 CS, 103. Getting that tower down with Dyrus right now. 2 of the mid towers down already at about the 14-minute mark, so very quickly taking them ones down. Chaos and X Special at bot lane pushing that one forward, and top lane does go down, so 3 towers to 0 right now. That is the only thing really separating these two teams, and well, the kills are completely even as well.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 mid towers being down, other than the fact that obviously it gives TSM a fair chunk of change in their back pocket, it also allows Cassiopeia now to pretty much roam wherever she wants. You know, she's going to be able to go to top, as we just saw there, taking down the tower with Jax. She can go bottom as well. And it's just going to keep the entirety of Moscow5 on their toes right now, because Cassiopeia is very strong. She's farmed, she's fed, she's looking incredibly good, and it's not the kind of character that you want to come against in your jungle. So it's definitely going to keep Moscow5 kind of back and feel that they're in a very precarious position. And in that sense, Cassiopeia is doing an absolutely exquisite job. Rise, to be completely honest, has been entirely outplayed in that mid, even though he has 2 for 1. Positioning-wise, Enzi, he's been second best.
Yeah, I think just the main problem and the good thing TSM got was just that blue buff early on. Because when you got Cassiopeia with a blue buff at level 1, it's so good. You can keep pushing that lane forward and laying down the harass, but Odd One is going to come towards the bot lane. Has got an Oracle actually, so he's going to be able to wipe down that ward. Top lane looks like Darien is going to go toe to toe with Darius. Darien is going to do a bit more damage than Darius at this point, so Darius is going to back off. As it looks like Reginald is just going to stay in the mid, get his CS up by the second. You know, he has the freedom to go to other lanes right now, such as top lane. It is getting pushed relatively heavy, no ward is down. So Darien has to be a bit careful. Has he got his flash up now? Darien has. So, you know, he has got the escape route of the dash and the flash, and obviously his ultimate if needed. So Reginald going to be pushing this mid. Bot lane we see Chaos and X Special going back. Chaos, what has he got? He has got that Bloodthirster early on, the Doran's Blade, the double health pot, and the Berserker's Greaves to Kog'Maw's triple Doran's and the BF Sword, and hasn't finished off his boots just yet. As Nocturne is waiting in this bush. And I think he's waiting for a time to maybe pounce on Reggie, but that could be a bad idea. I mean, Reginald's level 12, Nocturne level 8. That's how good Odd One has been doing with the counter jungling right now. And they're going to go for this tower dive. Nocturne is going to dive into all three players and do a bit of damage due to that tower aggro. Shen is going to come in as well. And in the meantime, Reginald is completely out of position, chasing down this Rise as the fear does come in. And he should die from diamond procs right now. And what looked like a TSM advantage right there, you know, he went for that tower dive, but Nocturne came straight in, then Shen as well. They couldn't really do anything about that. Reginald will go down, and there is a kill for diamond procs. But really, Odd One with that counter jungling. I know the CS is relatively even right now, but early on in this game, it was so good.
Well, that's one of the downsides about pushing the two mid towers, NZ, is, you know, as Cassiopeia's Reggie, you can't keep pushing forward because you're in no man's land. You have nothing to fall back to. If you do get caught out, you have such a long distance to travel, and that's the reason he started to go top and bottom and really lurk around. But I have to say, NZ, you know, from TSM's perspective, yes, they had a great opening game here. Yes, they were pushing very aggressively, but you have to say the advantage is slightly in the hands of Moscow5 the longer this game goes on for. They have the better late game team here. You have the likes of Fiddlesticks, a Shen, and a Kog'Maw. Not even mentioning the fact that Rise and Nocturne will put out so much damage on their own. Can you just imagine the Fiddlesticks ultimate with Shen coming off the top of him and taunting out of the ultimate? It's going to be so much pain coming from TSM, so they have to really start to push this one aggressively.
Absolutely, we did just see a Dragon go in the favour of TSM just there. They have done a very good job of getting these towers down in mid. I mean, it's 18-minute mark and they're already pushing that third tower, as Darien is going to be able to get that top tower down. Has he got his ultimate up? Not just yet, so he has to retreat right now. As Reginald as well, as he's going under a bit of tower aggro. We could see a team fight as the fear is progged off on towards Darius. Dumb Deer, which is Reginald, is going to pop the armor. He's going to take the tower aggro. Winner will get the kill. So a 1-for-1 exchange, and Darius is so low, but that Janus shield coming into play. The fear as well. Fiddlesticks with the double. So really nice stuff coming out from Winner right now. He's currently on 3-0. And here they are chasing down TSM. Darius is rather low. And there's the flash over from Genja. Can he land one ultimate to finish it all off on towards Darius? And it doesn't look like it's going to happen, although that would have been absolutely heroic right there.
Absolutely, and that is, in a nutshell, the strength of Moscow5's lineup. Right there, you know, TSM very aggressively pushing, suddenly on the back foot, and Moscow5 really coming out strong. So, as I said before, TSM have to be careful here. They have to play their cards right, because Moscow5, if they're given even half a chance, will pounce, and they're going to pounce hard. So, looking very close again, and the goal difference not too much for around 19-20 minutes through the game.
Yeah, I kind of have to question that move under the tower there. I mean, the more likely thing to do as a Cassiopeia, you know, hit that ultimate and get the hell out of there, you know. Of course, he has to kind of land a combination as well to go along with that and trigger off his passive and such to load them cooldowns to do as much damage as possible. But maybe just not even, you know, trying to engage there was the good thing. It definitely looked like there was a fight about to happen, but they had the option to back away if needed. Then, if they would have baited Moscow5 out of it, then he could have turned around and maybe hit that ultimate. But I think it's way too early in the game at the moment. Of course, it is at the 20 minutes mark, so it's not insanely early, but I wouldn't go for, you know, insane tower dives like that at this time. But here comes Odd One. He is going to pop that one off. He's going to chase down on towards Diamond Prox and Alex Itch, but Alex Itch is going to go to safety, and I think it's going to be all fine. They're very content at getting this mid turret down. They want this down so bad, and I think they're going to get it, although Diamond is going to go in with the ultimate. Howling Gale comes off, and the Monsoon as well. Ultimate landed from Reginald, but the snare on towards Reginald will stop him in his tracks just for a little bit, but the fear does proc off on towards Dyrus. He has to get the hell out of there, but there's a snare stopping him from that. Tries to jump, and will stop the fear from coming out from Nocturne right there. Very close stuff. No players falling just yet. Reginald has to get out as well, but the flash goes over from Fiddlesticks, and the fear was procced as well. But here comes Darian, and he's on patrol. Reginald has to get out of there as well. He is relatively low. He's getting chased down. He doesn't want to lose a kill. That was 0-0 right now in that exchange. Although it looked a couple of times likely that a player would fall, did not happen. But it looks like TSM very content at getting that mid turret down right now. I can definitely see why though, because obviously the inhibitor is directly behind it, and if you get an inhibitor, it's great stuff, and then you can open the doors for maybe a backdoor or something, whatever they want to do. But you know, TSM, they're very confident with their pushes, but you know, Moscow5, they just seem very strong in their team fighting at the moment.
Yeah, carry on, dude. My stream has gone black. I can't see anything, can't basically commentate.
Oh, apologies. Guys, if you don't realise, I'm actually in the game with Baz. Baz is currently the streamer who's controlling the camera and such. I'm in the game as well, and Mez has to watch the stream because we actually thought there was going to be an upgrade to like 10 spectator slots, but it did not happen, so we're still in this system. But let's carry on with this game. The gold is neck and neck, about 100 gold in it right now, as Darius is going to retreat from his lane, maybe going towards mid or so such. Maybe TSM just looking to get this tower down in mid, because Reginald is coming to join the pack as well. Although there is a ward in the bush, they're going to be able to see that, and they can try and do something, as this Relius has been popped, so Diamond and Winner can get out of there. So they're going to push mid right now. They're going to tank this turret, no problem whatsoever. They surely shall go for this inhibitor. Shen is still farming top, so this inhibitor should be okay for TSM right now, but I think we could see a team fight kicking off. A fear proc on towards Reginald. He does land a perfect ultimate towards Alex Itch and Genja. Now Alex will fight the dust. Diamond could fall as well, as a load of damage is going on, but the fear is at least going to save him for the moment. And now the second tower is maybe just going to go down, but I think TSM have to get out of there, because all players are going to kind of just spawn, go to the spawn in fact, and just heal up. So TSM managing to get that inhibitor down, and their main focus in this game has just been push mid, push mid, push mid, get them towers down. I think both towers were down, the front two towers were down in about 13 minutes. So really nice stuff. Moscow5 look to be going towards Dragon. They have got an Oracle. I think they've got to time it down for this one, or it was up. But you know, they're going to back off now. And Vince, is your stream fixed, or is it completely dead for you as well? Still,
it's lagging a tiny bit, but it's doable. I can have a quick mosey on now. But yeah, I mean, I think, as I said before, TSM realizing we have the advantage. Let's push this one home. Let's not give Moscow5 a chance to get themselves back in this one. Of course, as you said before, NZ in here, but a huge advantage, gives you a bit of map control, purely on the basis that now Moscow5 have to be very careful. They don't kind of overextend, allow the super minions to push those Nexus towers. So yeah, now TSM are going to have to try and really push this one hard. Try and push the side lanes, perhaps even go for a cheeky Baron or something like that.
yeah, well, Moscow5 did just get that Dragon to completely even up the gold. It's about 100 gold, it kind of backwards and forwards, it varies. So, very close game, still 5-6. But saying that, you know, TSM done a great job to just kind of separate that gap by getting that inhibitor down. So, you know, they have the freedom, like you said, to go top lane, go bottom lane, apply pressure in another lane and let the minions push in mid, so then they can maybe cause Moscow5 to split up and try and get a team fight in, or maybe just back away after getting a player or two and going for that Baron. That Baron is still up and it is still ready to get down if any team chooses to try it or do so. So Special going to place this ward down. There is an Oracle on Fiddlesticks, so he's going to walk straight into that. He's going to be able to clear that, no problem whatsoever. As the Nocturne looks to be going back, but he's not going to choose so. Odd One and Reginald is weighing in this side bush at top lane right now. Diamond Procs could go straight in towards a Cassiopeia. Oh, and here comes Odd One, and Odd One is going to go straight towards Nocturne, but it looks like Reginald is going to set his focus on towards Coldmore. Fear's been procced off on towards Reginald, so Reginald has to back away, and now all 5 players from Moscow5 are segregating around the area, and now Moscow5 are going to maybe chase down TSM. Darius is bot lane, so they definitely could have done. But Darius is just going to be farming bot lane right now and trying to get this tower down. And I'm not sure what Reggie's doing. He is going to stick around. I don't think this is a good idea for TSM right now. I think they should probably get out of there. They are a man down in the form of Darius. So Darius is now going to stay bot while all this is happening at top lane. And he's going to maybe get the second turret down as well. It doesn't look like any of Moscow5 have really caught onto it. They're just staying around their positions, going back. I think maybe... No, it's actually Nocturne. I'm completely blind. He's going to come around the back. And he's just going to clear these minions. Not sure if he can land the kill on towards Darius there. So he's just going to clear the minions. Top lane tower is going to go down. So nice split pushing going on here. Darius at bot lane. Then the 4 players of TSM top lane. But the thing is, there's Nocturne at bot lane. He's got his armor up. And he can use it when he chooses. If he gets in range, of course. So Darius just harassing this bot lane while it's about a 4v4 at top. They are trying to push this top turret, and now the super minions are starting to push in the base. This is where TSM either want to go for a Baron right now, or maybe go for another tower and try and land a team fight, because the team of Moscow5 have completely split. Although they are kind of segregating around the same area right now, they realize what's going on, and TSM know what's going on as well. So they have still got Darius at bot lane, going to get that tower. Moscow5 cannot do anything about it due to them super minions. So it looks like TSM are going to back away as Darius is going to freely get that bot tower. So really nice stuff. They've gained a couple towers out of this already just from these super minions pushing. So it's going to give them a bit of gold, separate that gap to about 2k. And I think that's going to be all that. And yep, Baron's still on the cards like I said. But Inhibitor up soon, but nicely played from TSM.
It's strange, if you looked at the map and you completely ignored the statistics at the top there, looking at the map, this looks so one-sided in favour of TSM. Only lost 1 tower, have massive map control in the sense that so many of Moscow5's towers have been destroyed. But then you have a look at the gold and you have a look at the kills and deaths, it's very close. It's just incredible. Once again shows how versatile League of Legends is as a game while we all love playing and of course spectating this. But it's still anybody's game, NZ. Even with this crushing win so far in the favour of TSM on towers, a couple team fights can basically win Moscow5 this game. They're still well and truly in it.
Yeah, but like you said, you look at the map without, the score and such, it just looks so dominant from TSM right now. Not sure how Moscow5 are going to come back into it. Like you said, they just need one good team fight, and it can really do good for Moscow5 right now. The Baron is up, of course. That's still on the cards. No team have tried to got that just yet. It looks like X-Special is actually going to stay around as the ward was there. They have seen Fiddlesticks. There is an Oracle, and maybe they're going to try and chase down this Fiddlesticks, although they are going to retreat towards that mid lane as Darius has gone back, of course. Maybe don't want to engage 4v5 or such, although Shen is bot lane as well, so it will be a 4v4.
I have to ask Enzi, what is Shen doing with his zeal? That's a first for me.
I don't know, man. You should ask Shen. I have no idea, man.
That is a head-scratching moment for me. That's strange.
I have no idea. But he is pushing bot lane right now, and TSM very aggressive in towards this mid lane. And the inhibitor is back up, but I think it's going to go straight down right now. I think they're going to engage. Yes, they are. Nocturne goes straight on towards Reginald, but Reginald does manage to flash away in time. So they will be able to save their inhibitor for now. But TSM are going to stick around, and they're going to stick around to fight and possibly get this inhibitor down. They definitely want it. But can Moscow5 come back with a reply that could maybe put them back into this game? I mean, they're still in the game. The gold is relatively even, but if you look at the map, if you look at the towers, that would not suggest so. But anyway, TSM, Odd One has to be very, very careful here. He is leading the pack of such, and Reginald is very, very low as well. One snare could completely kill Reginald right now. I mean, you snare Reginald down, and he is probably going to die, although he is going to get the race and try and get a bit of HP back, considering he also has that Wood of the Ancients. And now they're going to segregate or congregate around that Baron area. And it looks like Moscow5, they're just going to be pushing mid right now. So TSM have to go towards mid and try and do something. Chaos is going to go around the side, but he realizes, okay, maybe not the best of ideas. And he's just going to back. Although when it is going to go straight in, Phil was propped off. Chaos completely out of position. X Special will fall as well. Double kill from Ryzer. Now Moscow5 have the option of getting this Baron buff right now. But while we talk about that, the one man of Dyrus is pushing top. He's going to be getting this inhibitor. Odd One is pushing the mid. We could see a backdoor right now. They're getting Baron, but they don't seem too aware that TSM are in their base. But now they realize it. Now Darian's going to recall, but Reginald doing a great job stopping every single player except for Darian going back there. So 2 inhibitors have gone down. Great play, and I mean a superb thinking from TSM right there. The ultimate does come out from Reginald to kind of save him, as it looks like Cogmore and Fiddlesticks were maybe going to try and pounce on him, but 2 inhibitors down. Great stuff from the likes of Dyrus and Odd One, and now they're going to get the Dragon as well. Really quick thinking for TSM. Obviously Alexich did pick up that double kill, but the 2 inhibitors down are going to keep Moscow5 under pressure, meaning that Baron buff, yeah, is going to be useful, but they're going to have to get past a pile of super minions to get to the opposition's base, and there's a lot of towers to separate them from that nexus.
Oh, Chaos, that was horrific, bro. That was absolutely horrific. But you have to give props to Dyrus for reacting so fast, Denzi. He was like, okay, Chaos has died. They have picked up a double kill here. They're probably going to go Baron. So while they go Baron, I'm going to go ahead and basically take down 2 inhibs. Sometimes the strongest defense is just basically attacking. That's exactly what we saw. They're basically evening it up. And even though Moscow5 did manage to pick themselves up a Baron, they do still find themselves behind on the map control. 2 inhibs down. They cannot afford to push too far away from that base, because if they do, they risk actually losing the game. So a beautiful play from Dyrus there. Such great map awareness.
Yeah, really great map awareness from Dyrus to get that backdoor, and then obviously Odd One as well just ran straight through the mid, got the mid inhibitor down as well. And despite, you know, the Baron buff on Moscow5, they are going to decide to push this bottom lane and try and apply some pressure. They have got an inhibitor down at top, inhibitor down in mid. Why not? You know, why not play a bit aggressive? But you know, they have to be very, very careful that Moscow5 don't try and pounce on towards TSM. As it looks like top, it looks like Darian is just staying on top, trying to farm their minions down, so they're completely split. 4v5 if they do decide to fight against TSM at this bot lane. Cogmore just spamming the ultimate out, laying a bit of harass down. Not going to do too much though. TSM at the ready. They're ready to maybe take a tower and inhibitor down. Are Moscow5 ready to fight? That's the question. They look like they're going to be going in towards this tower. And Chaos has to be careful. Very, very careful. Shen is just going to be pushing top, while TSM keep the harass down at bot lane. I think Moscow5 completely caught onto it. You know, mid tower, they are down. And the super minions are pushing, so they are now in the base of Moscow5. Moscow5 have to retreat right now, you know. The super minions are bashing away on them side turrets, and now TSM are going to push. Cleaver does come out, slow down on towards Diamond Procs. They're going to try and go in, maybe, no. It looks like super minions are completely running riot in that Moscow5 base. Shen has recalled after pushing that top lane a considerable amount, so they should be able to relieve a bit of pressure off themselves just for a little bit, as the wall does go down next to that wall. And now TSM just staying around bot lane like they've been doing for a while now, waiting for them super minions to push. Shen is the sole player to just push them lanes forward, while TSM put some harass down. And now they're going to make the transition towards mid. There is a ward in the bush. They did see Dyrus. Shirelius has been popped, although Darian has dashed away, but they look very, very confident in getting this one. Dyrus does jump on towards Darian after the flash. Ultimate from Reginald on towards Winner. Winner should go down, but no! is going to be able to flash away, but now Diamond Proc will ultimate in. Dyrus actually goes down. Shen with the double kill out of nowhere. Reginald has to get the hell out of there following X Special, but Darian flashes straight in, dashes on towards the Reginald, and Reginald is going to fall as well. Triple from Darian, didn't come up, but it was definitely a triple. Odd One, in the meantime, was trying to do kind of reminiscence what we saw before with the backdoor at bot lane, but it wasn't going to happen, so he is going to be on the retreat as well. Super Minions have pushed in the base of Moscow5. They should be fine. No side turrets have gone down just yet. But yeah, you know, really nice stuff from Moscow5, getting 3 players down right there. 0-5 exchange.
This is all about Darian this game, Enzi. You're going to have to say 350 plus creep score. Picked up the Trinity Force, has a Sunfire Cape, the Wit's End. He's doing so much damage. He is so tanky, and he's impossible to kill. He's not died a single time after 36 or so minutes. Incredible play by him. And if Moscow5 managed to pick up this game, I'm honestly going to say it's mainly due to the fact that Darian has played out of his skin tonight.
Yeah, he's actually just been pushing the lanes and slowly getting the CS up. He's on 366 creep score right now. He's extremely tanky. How much HP has he got? He's got 3.68k. So really tanky stuff coming out from Darian right now. But, you know, it's just going to be how this game goes. I mean, you know, TSM are keeping that pressure applied at either mid lane, top lane, and now bot lane as well. They want to keep the gap open. You know, as much times as Moscow5 get a few kills back, TSM are trying to push lanes forward, apply pressure as much as possible. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're pushing mid forward. And they're just applying pressure globally around this map. They want to get this mid inhibitor down, but maybe Moscow5 going to go in towards a fight. They know that they're more powerful. They're a bit stronger right now, especially after the likes of Shen has got farmed up that heavy. Really nice stuff. And it looks like TSM are going to back away. I think Baron is going to be up very shortly as well, as that has been down for quite a while. TSM, Odd One, is going to back off. As it looked like maybe Moscow5 were going to go down that ramp towards the river, but that's not going to be the case. TSM just staying around this mid lane, and now Moscow5 have put the wards down. They're preparing for maybe a Baron very shortly, but the thing is, they go for a Baron. TSM have the option at top lane, at mid lane, to maybe go for that back door. You know, they hinted at it before. They did it before whilst Baron was getting taken. They definitely have their options open once again. As TSM are just going to stay around the mid for now. Odd One with that Oracle is going to clear this ward out in that Baron pit, so the vision in that pit completely gone from Moscow5. And they are just going to farm up as TSM are just staying together. Although X Special is caught out of position, he looked to be going to the opposition jungle. Ooze does go out from Cogmore. X Special should be okay though. It looked for a second that he was going to actually cross over to the opposition jungle and run straight into Fiddlesticks and Nocturne, but that was not the case. He did back away just in time, although Cogmore could have maybe capitalized on it. I think Cogmore was actually a bit surprised. He was like, wait, X Special's here? And you know, Special did get away though after popping Charadias, but you know, Baron is now up, and Odd One is going to clear that ward once again. Fiddlesticks and Nocturne is going to come from the side, so Odd One has to get out of there right now. As now, the Baron is up, just like I said. TSM and Moscow5, they're probably both definitely thinking about this one. And Vince, are you back?
I'm sorry, dude. I had to quickly nip away from the PC very quickly, as I'm sure you know. But yeah, basically, you have to say, I think Moscow5 are quite comfortably ahead right now. And you know, TSM were definitely looking stronger on the turret count, but Moscow5, they have the advantage on gold. They have the advantage in the sense that Shen is an absolute beast right now. 400 creep score and all kinds of items on top of that. Cogmore as well, as we've said a number of times in the CBC, the longer the game goes on, the scarier he gets. And then you have the likes of Arise as well, just putting down so much pain. So I honestly think that Moscow5, it's their game to lose from this point on. But I can honestly see the game like being won or lost on that Baron. That's where I think the action is going to kick off.
Yeah, and talking about Baron, you know, TSM are congregating around that Baron area right now, and so is Moscow5. We could see a 5v5 face-off right now. Cogmore is farming, then creeps up in mid. Moscow5 not going to go in just yet. TSM are definitely thinking about this one very, very thoroughly. And the cleaver going out from Odd One, landing on towards Darien. So it is going to be Moscow5 up against Team SoloMid in this river, this top side of the river, all for this game. Darien, Diamond Prox, Genja, Winner, and Alex Itch up against Reginald X Special, Dyrus, Odd One, and Chaos. Wards are going down left, right, and centre. And now this could be the good time to start on that Baron. Shen is top. They're going to be able to see that, but Shen has got his armor. They're going to know that. They're going to start the Baron, as it looks like Moscow5 are going to come around the corner, and they're going to know that the smoke screen comes out from Chaos, though, to just deny it just for a little bit. Diamond Prox does come in. Is he going to be able to get the steal? No, he's not. TSM have got the Baron, but are they going to be able to do anything with it? Well, Reginald isn't. He's going to full thirst. Dyrus has to get out there. It's not going to happen, Sonny Jim, as you're going to go down. Shen with the double, and now TSM have to run with their tail between their legs. And this is what I said. Here comes Chaos with the back door up at the top lane. He's going to be able to get at least this inhibitor down. Cogmore's already caught onto it. He's going to recall. So we could see Cogmore against Graves in this base right now. Chaos is definitely going to be trying to get this mid inhibitor down. But Moscow5 are running wild in the opposition base of TSM. Who's going to be stronger? Is it going to be Cogmore or is it going to be Chaos? We're going to see right now. Smoke screen does come out. Both players are very hesitant of what to do. Moscow5, are they going to back away? Are they going to keep pushing? Yes, they're going to back away, as Chaos is going to be able to get the second inhibitor down, and this is what I wanted to see from TSM. Even if they fell behind with that team fight right there, they still they were quick thinking onto that one. They went towards the top, they went towards the mid, and now Cogmore is going to be in hot pursuit of Chaos, and here comes Shen. He's baiting Chaos out. Chaos has took the bait. Genja flashes away. He misses his ultimate. Darien comes up, the fear goes off, but Chaos is going to try and land the kill. Guardian's Angel too strong, and he's going to revive, and he's going to be like, hello, I never left. Shen with yet another kill. Great play from Genja for that bait, and wow.
I'm still watching that unfold, dude. I can't wait to see the part where Genja just bests everybody. I'm still watching. I'm so far behind.
So far behind, but so interesting to watch. Oh, Genja.
Oh, he baited like a boss right there. Awesome play from Cogmore. Sick stuff.
Absolutely. Really nice stuff from this caster should also be Korean. I want to learn Korean. It's good language. Anyway, really nice stuff from Genja out that top lane. I got a bit overexcited. I apologize, guys. As the 2 recalls going to come in from Moscow5 back to their base. And I'm still getting over that. That was really nice stuff. But the question is, you know, who's going to win this game? The gold advantage is in favor of Moscow5. They're definitely looking stronger in team fights. When you have a Shen on 6 kills and 443 CS, what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, TSM going to apply a bit of pressure now, taking these wards down. They have got Baron buff at their disposal. They weren't able to put it to good use in that team fight after Baron. But are they going to be able to do it now? Odd One could get caught out, has to pop the ultimate to just get away, although the fear was proc. But he should be absolutely fine as Reginald and X Special were there just in case something was going on. But the inhibitor for both top and mid have gone down. So Moscow5 under constant harass. And Shen is going to get ganked from 2 players here. Chaos is going to come down. But Darius comes down first. It looks like Chaos was going to try and go for the back door. But no, Chaos is just going to come straight on towards Darien. But here comes Nocturne. And maybe trying to go and save Darien right here. But Darien is going to fall. But despite 2 players being on Darien, he manages to get the kill. That's how tanky he is right now. Can withstand 2 players and still get a kill on a Jax. And possibly a Graves. But Graves obviously did survive. He did get the kill. as Reginald is going to push that lane forward at the top lane. Mid lane is going to get pushed from TSM as well. Inhibitors are down left, right and centre. Diamond hasn't got his ultimate, but he is going to try and chase possibly on towards Reginald. But I did actually just miss that bot lane. I do apologise. Rise does go down. Chaos with the kill, and that could be the opening TSM need right now. Shen and Rise are both down, but Reginald has fallen at top lane. Nocturne has to go back. Winner has to go back. This is going to be the third inhibitor going down. TSM on the offense, Moscow5 on the defense. Genja could fall as well. Howling Gale. Genja very low, but he should be okay. Monsoon comes out. Chaos is going under tower aggro. He will fall. Genja with the kill. And now Odd One is extremely low. Flash coming in from Diamond, but the shield just too powerful. Is Odd One going to be able to get away? I don't think so. Yes, Genja is going to be able to get the kill, and now Xpecial has to flash away. Wow. Backwards and forwards action, left, right and centre. Moscow 5 TSM. This game, the first game we're like, oh, okay, is this going to really live up to its standards? Second game, amazing. This third game, amazing right now. Even though TSM look a bit weaker in team fights, so to speak, Moscow 5 are under constant harass, even if they're coming off a bit on team fights. Although, you know, TSM did catch a couple players off guard there. Reginald did fall at the top lane. So it's backwards and forwards constantly in this game. 46 minutes in. How long is this going to go on? How long until we crown a winner? How long until we see who the lower bracket finalist is going to be between these two teams? Wow, Vince.
Wow.
Have you any idea?
Talk about leaving it all in the ring. I mean, whoever loses this game can still hold their heads high, because this third game has been awesome. It's been backwards and forwards, as you said before, just two heavyweight boxers duking it out to the bitter end. Awesome to watch, and I'm sure it's fairly enjoyable for them to play as well at the same time. But we are getting to the kind of crunch time in this NZ where if you do die, if you make one stupid mistake, one slight lapse in concentration, you are going to be down and out for about 1:10 to 1:20 seconds. That is a big chunk of time, and that could be the difference between a win and a loss. So the small differences are going to start to make a huge impact on this game.
Absolutely. I mean, one mistake can completely cost you the game. Now TSM, they're going to be pushing mid. Odd One is going to come and join the pack as well from that river. So TSM may be going for this last push. They have the bot inhibitor down. Super minions are pushing. The mid inhibitor is up. The top inhibitor is up as well. So now TSM are going to take this opportunity to try and push them inhibitors down, as Shen is at top lane. He has gone back though to try and join his teammates of Moscow 5. But this is the bad thing about that inhibitor going down. The minions are constantly pushing. If they do go and fight, TSM have the opportunity to pick a cheeky kill up due to them getting split up. But now TSM are going to go towards the Baron area. Moscow 5 are going to follow. Shen still at bot lane, and they definitely need Shen. Baron is up. We could see the last team fight of this game go down right here. This is where possibly the winner is going to be crowned. One mistake from either team can really signify the end of their run in this tournament. But who is it going to be? Shen is still bot lane. Baron has been started from TSM. And especially as this late game goes on, Chaos could go down. He's going to flash away. Alex Itch very low. Is he going to fall? Yes, Reginald gets the kill. Beautiful Monsoon, but Shen is just too tanky. And Graves gets one, but it's backwards and forwards, 2 for 2. Who is going to separate the gap? Well, it's got to be Moscow 5. Shen will drop Cassiopeia. Triple kill from Shen. And there we go. Only Xpecial remains. And now they're going to be able to push this forward. Moscow 5 surely should win this game right now. 50 seconds left. They're going to be able to tank these turrets. And really, if they do win this game right now, they do finish it, which is more than likely. The one player you have to thank for that right now is just Darian. 10-1, nearly 500 CS. Incredible performance from Darian right there. How tanky he is, how much damage he can withstand. But he is tanking that tower. Xpecial is trying to carry on as long as possible. Darian could actually go down, but the shield was popped. That should be fine. I'm not sure if Moscow 5 is actually going to be able to finish this one. Xpecial, too strong. Too strong. And this is going to allow TSM maybe to get back up. Yes! The game is not over. Guys, the game is not over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nearly 50 minutes in, what I thought was just going to be the end is not the end. X Special. Oh my god. X Special completely stopping Shen right there, and now Baron is free. X Special is going to put the ward down. They have seen X Special in that Baron pit. TSM are going to go towards Baron. They are going to go towards Baron. They're going to start Baron. The ward is down. Nocturne knows it's happening. Diamond Prox is going to go maybe towards, but they've kind of realized, okay, we can't do this right now. This is going to be a Baron to TSM. And what the hell is going to happen right now? Well, TSM is going to gather in mid. Top lane is relatively pushed, although there is more minions on Moscow5's side. And they are just going to be able to clear these super minions down in mid. So we could see the final fight. What I thought was the final fight was not the final fight. So it's all going to come down to this. Which team is going to win? That's the question I've been asking like the whole game. Who is going to win? We do not know just yet. 51 minutes into this game, an extravaganza right in front of your eyes, guys. You are so lucky to see this. This has been incredible stuff. But now Rise is going to put Odd One under a bit of pressure. Coldmore is going to join the action as well. Snare pops off. Odd One is relatively low. Is Moscow5 going to push in? No, they are not. TSM are going on the defensive a little bit. Going to clear these minions right now. Graves as well on them. Wolves just going to farm up just a little bit. And now it looks like they could make the transition towards top lane, although they are going to get some buffs. But Vince, I thought that was the end. But X Special just holding off that onslaught from Shen right there. And the game is still going.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest with you, Enzi, I can't see TSM picking this game up now. I just can't. I mean, you look at the likes of Moscow5, incredibly strong. Shen has died once in 52 minutes. One time. He is incredibly strong, has so much damage, so much tank ability, and he's also being backed up by some pretty hefty damage dealers. I cannot see how TSM can pick this game up. Sure, they have the Baron, but in every team fight, they're going to be second best from here on out. This is what I was talking about before, that Moscow5 will have a stronger late game. It's exactly what the case has been. So it's going to be down to whether Moscow5 can keep it going, keep the well-oiled ship cruising along, or if they're going to make a slight mistake and get punished for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't say it any better myself. Moscow5, they're definitely very strong in teamfight situations. But it was only X Special to stop that onslaught from Moscow5 after that teamfight was won, and they were pushing. And one Nexus tower is down in that base. So now TSM are going to decide to push this mid once again. So many times they've looked to push towards this mid inhibitor, then they've had to gone back just a little bit because they've gone under a bit of harass. But Odd One is going to go balls deep straight in as Darian is going to go straight towards Odd One. Nocturne is going to pop his ult. This is going to be the fight that really decides the winner. Beautiful Monsoon from Janna. Reginald will fall as X Special will follow Genja with the kill. It looks like it could be Moscow5. Winner will get a kill as well. Rise with one. Jax falls. And now Moscow5 are surely gonna be the winners of this one. An ace to finish it off, despite TSM's effort to constantly backdoor, get them inhibitors down. That is all she wrote. Moscow5 will advance through, and I could not have asked for a better game than this.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. TSM tried their best to finish off around the mid game, tried to push the mid really aggressively, very early on with Cassiopeia, of course, but unfortunately, the later this game went on, Moscow5 just came out stronger and stronger and stronger. And to be honest, Enzi, I mean, the ending was inevitable unless TSM could have finished it off earlier. In my opinion, it just played into Moscow5's hands.
Absolutely, you know, Moscow5, they had the advantage with them team fights going into that one. TSM, they had a good idea behind the fact of getting them inhibitors down to constantly keep harassing Moscow5. But at the end of the day, you know, Moscow5 was just too strong. And let's have a quick look at Darian, shall we? 5-2-6 CS, 10-1. Wow, that was a 53-minute game. I couldn't have asked for a better lower bracket semi-finals, to be completely honest with you.
It's strange though because if you if you took it off the basis of that first game, NZ, that was a complete whitewash, a complete waste of time, basically, and you compare it to the third game, you could not get any different between those two matches, and I'm so happy that the game did live up to its expectations, it lived up to its hype, but unfortunately there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser. TSM are going to be knocked out of the Corsair Vengeance Cup. The $10,000 will not be finding its way into their hands, and Moscow5 will progress through to face off the winner between SK and Absolute Legends, which I believe is still being played over on Chaos TV 2.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm not completely sure, but go check it out. Twitch.tv/ChaosTV2. Thanks guys for joining. Okay, so apparently it's still going on, and SK are 1-0 up, guys. So, go over, check that out. But that's all from us for tonight. What a game we did have, and Moscow5 will advance through. TSM will fall out of this tournament. But I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. We do try our best and such. Thank you for joining us. And is there anything you want to say, Vince? On top of that?
Thanks for those guys that have watched, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, please remember that we are very new to this whole casting of League of Legends, and if you do have feedback, please make it constructive. Apart from that, I think that's all I have to say, NZ. Awesome games, really enjoyed